Hey guys, it's Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today I'm feeling a question from a friend. He said, what inspired you to buy your first place? Were you always aiming to get a huge portfolio from the start? Very good question. I'll be honest with you. There were a couple different forces that wanted me, or the reasons that I started. The two main reasons. One, my family was all entrepreneurs, so they all worked for themselves. They all made their own schedule. None of them stupid successful, but enough to put food on the table and make a decent living for themselves. We're not talking like Nick Mansions or anything, driving Lamborghinis or anything like that. I was raised in Southern Ohio, so. My dad was a contractor and my mom was a massage therapist. But they made their own schedule, they made their own hours, they set their own prices. So I had some of that in there. My dad always told me, nobody, I don't care if it's the government, me or your mom, your significant other, your job, nobody's gonna take care of you. You need to take care of yourself. That's your personal responsibility to take care of yourself. So I took that into me personally, is to say I need to make my own way. I need to handle myself, make my own money, have the freedom of the chains of a job or of a paycheck coming from somewhere that I didn't agree with or I didn't like. And the second force is I worked in the oil and gas business. So I started in 2013 in the oil and gas business, and in 2015. Oil went from over 100 to about 120 to $130 a barrel to down below $30 a barrel. And that created mass hysteria. People who had six-figure jobs, great careers, saw that all go down the drain. Severance packages galore, 20% cuts this year, 30% next year, cut. And I saw a lot of really, really, really good engineers, just people in general, who got let go. They got caught up in the unfortunate times that we were in. And again, it goes back to you take care of yourself. You don't need to worry about that job or need that job. And there were guys who went from making a six-figure salary to driving for Uber. Because when the industry went down and you were an engineer or a petroleum engineer, you couldn't just go and try to work at another oil and gas company. You had to go try to find another industry and reinvent yourself. And why would you hire a petroleum engineer to do an electrical engineer's job when you can just hire electrical engineers? So it created, again, I got to see this firsthand, bosses, mentors, great people who either didn't have any work at all, were collecting unemployment, or were taking really, really crappy jobs. Some of these people had stay-at-home wives. They had kids in good schools. They lived in big houses. So that hit me and made me really get going. It was the stuff that I've been told in the past that I need to be doing. And when I got in the industry and I saw that immediately, that pushed me and drove me to, yes, I need to get out and start buying real estate. Once I bought into real estate, I did know that I wanted a large portfolio. So I had always kind of planned to do the portfolio. But to me, the idea of a large portfolio was 5 to 10 properties. I thought 10 properties, I'll be done. I'll be set for life. Once I got to 5, I hit 10 pretty quick, and 10 turned into 20, and 20 is now 25, 25 is 30, or now 30, I guess, over 31 units. 24 properties, 31 units, and it's just, you don't realize it. You think 10 will be good, and then you go to, like I said, you go to 15, 20, and I set myself up for that. I did, as in I knew that I wanted to build and buy more properties. I used the BRRRR method, and I've got a video on the BRRRR method, guys, on how to go about that and get paid to buy real estate. I used that. I knew I wanted to pile that back into more money because I wanted to substitute my job, the income I was making from my job, with real estate income. And then I knew if I got laid off, something happened, something I just didn't agree with at work, I could come in and say, I'm done. I don't need it. Or the company I work with said, hey, you're done. We don't need you anymore. Hey, no harm. I totally understand. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. and I'll walk away and no hard feelings, and still have whoever's relying on me at the time, whether that's a sick child or a sick parent, or a situation where you medically fall on hard times where you need money. I would always have that. It's dependent upon me, my effort that I created. I'm not relying on anybody else. Tenants, I guess, to pay rent, or a property management company that'll take care of it. But that is how and why I got started in the first place. And I think knowing your end goal will always help you kind of start out on what you want to do. So if you know that you want to replace your job, or just want to have some wealth for your child, you guys might have heard, I've heard it many, many times. So when a kid's born, instead of putting money into savings bonds, which don't return shit anymore, less than 1%, or buying some stocks or something like that, what people are doing is they're buying a property and they're putting it on a 15-year mortgage, and they're just hoping it breaks even. If they buy a good property and it breaks even, in 15 years, that child will have a property that's paid off, probably worth several $100,000. When they want to go to school, they tap into the equity of that property via a cash out refinance, and that is tax-free money, and they pay for school. There's so many different options. I guess what I'm getting at is, I was aiming to build a huge portfolio because I was trying to replace my job. I was worried about work, and I needed to take care of myself. If you want to get into real estate and really find out what aims you, find that, get that down so that you can kind of organize and plan. Maybe you do want to start out with flips or wholesaling. And if you are thinking about wholesaling, check out that video, whatever site it's on, about why I don't like wholesaling. It's great to start out, but I'm not a big fan of it. I think, guys, that was it. Inspired by the carrot and the stick, the dreams of financial freedom and having my own way, as they say, the carrot and the stick of my job breathing down my neck, 20% layoffs, 30% layoffs here and there, and just seeing so many good people let go. That drove me to really push me over the edge, right? It was a straw that broke the camel's back, as they say, to actually start investing in real estate. And I knew I wanted to build up a big portfolio. So again, I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. And you guys can comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week. Thank you.